Hey there, and welcome back to Social Advertising for Franchises 101. In our last episode, we talked about localizing your ads to make them feel personal and relevant to your community. In this episode, we're going to touch more on balancing that creative with something equally important: brand compliance and collaboration with your franchisor. Because in a franchise system, advertising isn't just about your location, it's about protecting and growing the brand as a whole. So you may ask, why does brand compliance matter? Well, your franchise brand is one of your biggest assets. It's what customers recognize and trust, the reason they stop when they see your logo on your ad. Brand compliance means making sure everything you publish, from visuals to language to tone, reflects that trusted identity. It keeps all franchise locations consistent, professional, and aligned, whether in New York, Dallas, or a small town in Montana. That consistency builds confidence, and confidence drives sales. Every franchisor has some level of brand guidelines, whether it's a full digital playbook or even just a shared Google Drive folder. These usually cover things like approved logos and how they can and can't be used, brand colors, fonts, and imagery style, voice and tone, basically how the brand sounds, rules for promotions, pricing, and local offers, and legal requirements like disclaimers, terms, or fine print that you may need to include in your messaging. These aren't just rules for the sake of rules. They exist to protect both you and the brand from miscommunication or legal issues. For example, using an outdated logo or making an unapproved promotional claim might seem small, but it can confuse customers or even violate advertising regulations. Now, every franchise system works a little differently. Some franchisors manage all meta advertising centrally, meaning they handle the ad accounts, budgets, and creative, while local owners benefit from brand-wide exposure. Others operate in a shared model, where the franchisor provides approved creative templates and franchisees can customize them to their local markets. And some franchises give full ad independence to their local operators, letting you manage your own campaigns or work with an agency to do so, as long as you follow those brand standards. No matter which model you're in, the goal is the same: stay aligned with the brand while making your marketing feel relevant locally. Now, how can you learn how to collaborate most effectively with your ZOR and as a Z? Here are some simple ways to build a strong, positive relationship. First off, stay informed. Make sure you have access to the latest marketing materials, ad templates, and brand guidelines. These should be and usually are updated pretty regularly. Communicate early. If you're planning to run a local campaign, let the corporate team know in advance, especially if you're creating new visuals or using custom messaging. Share your results. You're in a system. As everybody does better, each can learn from each other. Send that data back from your local campaigns and give that feedback to corporate so that they know what works at the local level. And ask for support. You may not be a franchise marketing professional. You might have been in finance or operations before you decided to jump in and purchase your first franchise. If you're unsure whether something fits the guidelines, ask. Most brand teams much prefer you checking first than having to correct something later. When you collaborate openly, you not only stay compliant, you also position yourself as a proactive, brand-minded partner. There's a lot of tools that can maintain this alignment. As we discussed before, sometimes you'll have internal operating systems like a Google Drive folder or a digital asset management system where you can store approved logos, images, etc. You can also use co-op platforms like Flamel AI, where the brand and the national team and franchisees can all operate within one platform and kind of streamline from there. At a bare minimum, Meta Business Manager allows for access sharing. And so this is where you as a local team can provide your corporate team with access to your ad account to see the ad performance and help you maintain it. Now, there's some do's and don'ts of franchise advertising to keep in mind, that we can keep it very practical. Do's: use approved branding and assets from your franchisor. Keep your messaging aligned. Disclose local offers clearly and accurately, and focus on your unique local value: the hours you serve, your location, your staff, your community involvement. Don't alter logos, taglines, or corporate color schemes. They put them there for a reason. Don't use unauthorized discounts, claims, or imagery. And don't launch campaigns that could conflict with national promotions. Remember, local customization should enhance the brand, not reinvent it. When you combine corporate consistency with local authenticity, you get the best of both worlds: the strength of a trusted brand and the personal connection of a neighborhood business. This is exactly what makes franchise marketing so powerful, and why working in sync with your franchisor is one of the smartest things you can do. So to recap, brand compliance protects your business and your brand. Collaboration builds stronger results system-wide. and communication keeps you aligned, efficient, and empowered. When you approach advertising as a partnership, not just as a requirement, you'll see better results, better support, and stronger brand impact across every location. After this, we'll get into our final episode of this series, and we'll kind of go through a simple reporting and learning routine, and we'll take it from there. See you next time.